All right, so since the age of 4, I've always loved to sing, just around the house, in the car, in the bathtub, playing with my toys, and on the bullet train in Japan. I always listened to Cheetah Girls 2 soundtrack. Chanel was my girl. That's my favorite. You know. Also, I was inspired by so many good artists. I was in a musical family, listened to old 70s music like all the time, but Sade, Anita Baker, the Isley Brothers, and also my mom. She's a professional singer in the Air Force. She was for 20 years. So she just really inspired me. Watching her perform and taking on the stage and capture people's hearts. It was just beautiful to watch. I always got chills, like when she was singing church, like, and just seeing people weep in the audience. It was always so cool, and I'm like, I'm an heir of her. So it was really cool. And growing up as well, I really wasn't in a single parent household for too long. I did grow up with my dad, and then we split when we moved to Japan, and it was just me and her in a foreign country by ourselves. A little baby me. She made the environment as best as she could, and it was amazing. We didn't struggle, thanks to the government, working, and for the military, they helped us out a lot. So we didn't have to struggle too much, and we just had an amazing time. We'd always, literally every weekend, we went to the Fairfield Mall. Once a month, she would get me pedicures and let me get my hair done, and we always just had like girls' times together. So we really bonded, for a while, till she got married again. I love my stepdad. I love him. I promise I love him. So then I got older, and I wanted to put myself out there a little bit more and show my gift, because I knew how to sing, guys. I just never really practiced it in front of people. So that's what I wanted to do, but I was always extremely shy and nervous and just always outspoken. I was the kid that would cry when people started talking to me because I didn't know what to say. Like, I was that shy, or I was just super attached to my mom too. So wherever she went, I went. If I was without her, I'd cry myself to sleep. It was terrible. It really wasn't good. But yeah, so first grade was my debut. Okay, I was a pig in a play. First grade, and I was so shy and so scared, I couldn't do it. And my mom was trying to encourage me. She was like, "Are you sure you can do it?" And I'm like, "I can't do it. I can't do it." So we sat in the audience together, watching my classmates perform this play. Third grade, I sang "All I Want for Christmas Is You," Mariah Carey, for the holiday. I totally bombed it. It was horrible. I messed up the most important part. It was so embarrassing. And all the teachers and the parents were just looking at me like, let's get her off this stage. It was just so bad. And in 4th grade, I did a talent show with one of my best friends, and we sang Girls Just Want to Have Fun. We won like 3rd place, $5 gift card. Okay, but we had to split it. $2.50, what I'm gonna do with that? I probably was a little ungrateful, but yeah, it was crazy. It was a crazy day for me. And then, I got older, my preteen years and teenage years. I, had a friend group and things like that, with your friends and stuff like that. Like, what's your talent? What's your gift? Mine was singing. So I'm like, okay, I can share this with them. And there was this time, this group I was in, when I said I could sing, I was like, okay, I got y'all. Like, it's my time to shine. I'm like, if I could write you a song to make you fall in love, I would already have you up under my arm. And they just was like, okay, wow, cool. I'm like, okay, but that was amazing, guys, come on. And so-and-so starts singing, and she's like, whoa, 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 whoa. And they were like, oh my gosh, that was so good. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, how does out of key, out of tune? I'm confused. Like, I was really confused. It was awful, okay? 8th grade comes around and I want to try out for the talent show. Yet again, I want to try out. And I sang Thinking About You by Frank Ocean. And this is exactly how it went. A tornado flew around my room before you came. Excuse me, it's rain. Usually doesn't rain. See, I was scared. I was really scared. Didn't even open my mouth, really. But I knew I sounded good. She looked at me, the judge. She said, you should really try again next year. Broke my heart. I constantly put myself out there and I was just rejected constantly. And I just didn't know what to do with, I didn't know how to process this. And little sidebar, this was 8th grade. It was middle school, a 7th and 8th grade building. Next year was high school. How am I gonna try again? I'm not getting held back this time. Like, I'm not doing 8th grade again. This is, I redid 1st grade, sorry, just so you guys know. So this sent me into years of hiding myself and kind of just preserving my gift and just kind of, I built up a resentment. I really, really did. And that's just my honest truth. I built up a resentment and just really shied away. I was always just mad, I think. I really believe I was upset that I wasn't valued. And during this time, I just kind of discovered more music on my own and just listening to more music. Then I discovered BandLab in 2016, and I started recording myself on the little microphone speaker on your phone. So it's cool. And then what really changed this narrative was high school, my junior year of high school. It was homecoming night, and I made a vow to myself. And I said, if I don't win homecoming court, this was just important to me, guys. If I don't win homecoming court this year, I never did win, then I'm gonna totally just rewrite this story. I have to, because this is ridiculous. Like, I can't keep putting my fate in other people's hands and them just smashing it over my head. I can't let this happen again. And as I'm hearing all of the candidates, their names being called, my name did not get called. So I'm sitting in the bleachers and I'm watching the 8 chosen, and I'm just like imagining my future, and I just imagine myself on the red carpets and Grammys and studios. That's all I could envision. Like, I didn't even get upset this time. It wasn't a rage. It was, I have to do something different. And so, even through that, I was just kind of just trying to figure out my life, and a lot happened within a short amount of time. Just a lot of disappointments and depression, and songwriting was always my thing. That was how I knew how to express myself. And when I say I used to write songs daily, I'd write songs daily from start to finish, every single day. That was my way of coping. That was my way of expressing, but no one heard them. No one did. So 2018, I discovered GarageBand, and I started making little beats on my mom's iPad. And I was actually a rapper. I was called Lil Melly. Yeah, I was doing little covers to YB and Not Me, Rubbing Off the Paint. That's old, yeah. And in 2019, I dropped my first single ever. It's called The View, and I dropped it on Apple Music. I was really depressed at that time, so I was kind of just coming out of it. So I was just talking about, is the sky exactly what it looks like? Is blue actually the color of the atmosphere? So I was just kind of like on some really deep stuff. It's like, if you understand, you do, and if you don't, it's like, what the heck is she actually talking about? So fun fact too, my name is Melina, and my artist name is Melina Marie. Now that name used to haunt me because every time I was in trouble, my mom would say Melina Marie. So it kind of felt like I'm putting a nod, or like redoing my story, I guess, just entirely, and taking back what was stolen from me. That's kind of what it felt like. 2020 comes around, my senior year of high school, And I finally decided I'm gonna do something further in my life, because I just made the decision, I'm gonna be a bum, I'm not gonna do college, I'm just gonna finish high school, and that's gonna be it. That's just what it's gonna be. So I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I wanna do music, I wanna take it serious, I wanna do this. And she found me a college called ICB, International College of Broadcasting, RIP, it just shut down last year. And I enrolled, I met Jess here. I actually did not like her. I love her now so much, but yeah, it was a little shallow. 2022, we all graduated. Felt like a waste of time and a waste of money, no shade. But it was a lot of self-discovery and just realizing, dang, I put my value into validation. And that's so, like, we shouldn't do those things. You know, we should not put our worth into things that really don't matter, or approval. So during all of this time, I was just writing songs for myself and expressing myself, and it always felt good. It always felt good. 2023 came around, even though I was facing still adversity throughout my music and just not being understood for my music at all or appreciated. 2 of my singles, they got played on a UK radio station, and I started to get a small little fan base, and I also put together my own band. So that was a big thing for me. That was a really big thing. And all of this kind of started with a dream, just one little dream. Faith and a lot of prayers. Like, I can truly confidently say that I am living 1, 5, 10 of my prayers that I prayed so long ago, years ago. I'm here, I'm still here. And through that rejection and that adversity, and it wasn't because of my skin, it wasn't because of my gender at all. I think life was just maybe humbling me too. Like, don't be that person that racks up all these accolades and is just giving rewards for them. So I had to just kind of dig deep within myself. And now here I am, 2025, at the end of 2025, and I have 2 successful years of performing. I still do have a small fan base, but I'm grateful for every single listener. So grateful that I am understood. I really am. And people can connect, and people can relate to me, and I can relate to them. And I have 90,000 streams. Yeah. So I think it's pretty cool. And to wrap all of this up, for me in my life, I can definitely see how God has orchestrated everything so divinely and intertwined everything in my life. And I just want to say this to you all: what God has for you is so much bigger than what you ever could have imagined for yourself. And be patient and trust the process. And every single person that you are introduced to, they serve a purpose, whether it is big or small. And it might not make sense right now, but one day it might. So here I am. Thank you.